Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is back of the basic truck. This is how we do text, baby. Get it again. The only place you're gonna get it, only place you're gonna get it, only place you're gonna get it is right back of the basic truck. This is how we do text, baby. Get it again. So, again. And today's topic we're gonna talk about it is, okay, real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Today's topic we're gonna talk about is, I want to talk about statistics. Do you believe in statistics? I sure as hell don't. And the reason why I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe statistics, because where are they getting all these numbers from? Where are they getting all these numbers that you hear about a group of phony statistics that you hear about another group of certain other race of visual and race of men of visual people? Where you hear it from? You always hear this. They say about black men, and I notice it. They always talk about black men are dead in jail. But have you noticed that what's this guy's name is Jersey Mills, that dude, that light skinned it, but I knew then that motherfucker is black. Come on. Yeah, he might be biracial, come from a white mother and a black father. But let's be honest, he pulled more features of black than he ever do white. You have to be red dish or pale to be white, or fair skin or fair skin. I'm telling you, they think like that. They think like that. And they ain't talking about pink olive oil melon skin by no kids. And they damn sure ain't talking about dirty whites. The dirty whites is the Italians, the Irish, the Greeks, and Italians, the Irish, the Greeks, and Jews, and also most of the rednecks. They ain't talking about them. And everybody knows what I'm talking about. Just like white people been broken in groups, just like blacks did. Blacks been broken in group with this light skin versus dark skin. That come from Willie Lynch between the black man and the black woman. If you don't believe me, look at World Star Hip Hop and Love of Hip Hop, for example. You always see black women and white women convicted, com, you know, bickering at each other's throats. You always see that. You never see a black man or a black woman, baby, I love you too. You don't see that. What do you see? You always see a white guy and white woman tell each other they love each other, or Asian man or Latino man or Middle East man. You don't see that. Every other race tell each other they love each other, but in the black community, we don't do that. Back in the 60s and 70s, our people used to do this. In 50s and 40s and the 50s and on 50s and 40s and 30s and 20s, they used to do that. They But it used to be a time where black men and black women do love each other. Now they envy one another, and that's sad. That's how it is. That's how it is. Yeah, you got white men and white women bicker at each other in some cases, but you never see them exclusively. They throwing at each other like glass each. You know what I mean? For example, let's say they had a show on MTV on one of that guy 98 Degrees, Nick or something like that, America Jessica Simpson. You never see those two argue. Never. They probably do it in private, but you will never see each other put their hands each other and throwing cases at each other. You never see that. You always see a black man and black woman bickering at each other, putting their hands each other, cuss each other out. But when they get around other people, they're a whole different person. I'm kid you not. Our people are guilty with this mindset. They were raised. You got black women even think like that. Oh yeah, they do think like this. I never forget. It was a black woman told me that when black women when they get a black child, they treat that black child like for like they gotta waiting for a hate imitation on him. Like they treat that black child, but that white child they treat him like he's this lovable and love of God and God and lovable of heart. Black women, y'all can be denied this, but it's true. It does happen. Brothers do this as well, and I notice it. Brothers are color struck, but black women are color struck itself also. Because brothers always talking about they want a red bone or a yellow bone or they always talk about that, but they never talk about dark skinned women like Dark and Lovely or Chocolate Thunder. Because they say dark skinned women got bad attitude. Every woman got a bad attitude. For some reason, I don't know. I don't get into this debate between black men and black women because it's just a waste of time. They just got to learn to get along or find something else they find their happiness at. But that's sad. But there's the statistics that you hear about white people. They said white women are the most undivorced women in America. I don't know how true that is. Black women is unmarried women on statistically because on ABC and CNN you always hear about black women struggle. She can't find a good black man. Why they always use that fucking term? What's a good black man? Oh, I know what you're talking about. You were talking about Barack Obama type. You talk about the brothers that go to school that be something about themselves. But see, brothers like that are the ones that got a bullshit target on their heads. They, as long as they gonna do what they told and dress a certain way and act a certain way, and as long as they don't act like a nigga, you get what I'm saying? Even white people like those type of black folks right there. Oh yeah, they like them, but they know they ain't gonna stand towards them, but they'll stand towards their own people. I never understand that. I never understand that. I said that's that slave mind. I can't fuck with a brother or sister who are like that. And whites, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about because y'all like this. Oh yeah, there's two types of whites that whites will show you that they're not racist, and there's whites that show you they show you that they racist. They don't like black people. I'm kidding you, man. I heard this all my life, and I always wonder. I never believe in statistics. They trying to say more black men are committed in prison than they ever committed to college. Where they get these numbers from? You got sisters believing this shit. You what, just like they say about black women, 70% of black women are single. 70%. Come on, I never believed that 75%. Even Oprah said this. This is agenda they trying to push to get white men, get black women and white women together. Get black women and white men together, black women and white men together. But black men, but black white women, black men, white men. I mean, white men been fucking with black women for years. Oh yeah, they've been white guys been fucking with black women for a long time. A lot of sisters forget that some black women been raped by a white guy. Nobody wants to talk about that. That comes from slavery. That comes from all back. I hate to go back to this. Same thing that they say black men raping white women, but there's no factual truth or not. White men and black men both rape women, if you ask me. White guys rape their own women. Black men rape their women. Every other man should not rape women. Period. You got women raping men. I'm kid you not. I don't want to believe this myself. I can see women getting raped, but men, they trying to say women rape other women. Come on, man. It's funny, but who gonna believe this shit? Who gonna believe? I'm telling you, this is statistics that people gotta look up. Black men are the most criticized, the most enduring, undoing, most hated men in America. And all black men are not innocent. I understand that. White guys ain't either. Come on. Come on. They both got the same mindset. But the difference is white guys are more like they the shiny steel armor type. It's they proven male and male dutiness to it's they duty to bring judgment out the judgment to people. White guys like that. They hold the trade and trade them in the hold the power and hold to keep that power. They like that. They always feel like they superior. But some can be infuriated, but when other people infuriate towards them and make more money and instead of them, they don't like that shit. Black men can be like we the most dominant force, unforced to be reckoned with. But the thing about black men, we the most hated because towards ourselves and everybody else and all mistakes that we make like every other man. You always hear about black men. If they ain't put a black man to a leading movie, they never do that. 9 out of 10, they'll put him with a thug or wearing a being a gangbanger or molesting a little girl from a fucking church. Look at all the image they put out. Just like that damn Chango. I knew it was going to be white folks going to have a problem with that movie because they're going to look at it's going to start a race war between the black and the white. And most of them full of shit because let's be honest. You got white people make movies like killing blacks and all this other stuff. Come on, man. Our people say something about that, but nobody saying anything. I think that blacks and whites should not kill anybody. It's just a damn movie. For some reason, they take a glance and glitz off of this shit. See, black people want to be accepted by whites. Whites don't look for exception from other people, and people want to be accepted to them. Only way you got to be accepted by them, you got to challenge them. White guys like that. They really like that. Even the white race like that. Most of them, all of them ain't like that, but they really like that, man, because they look at them, they look at they the beautifulest race of people in the world. They think like that, man, and a lot ever since Hitler was in power, but they really anti-white. They ain't really down for their people, just like our people do the same thing. We pro-black, especially our folks, but we pro but we anti being anti being pro anti-black. We ain't really down for our cause for people. We just jealousy, envy, and spite to be pro, but being pro, but some of our people being pro-white. But sometimes it go backwards. You got pro-black and anti-white, and you got pro-white and anti-black. It's the same damn shit if you really think about it, from white supremacy to black supremacy. See, black people are like this. We the most adoring, being enduring, and most forgiving people on this earth. We really like that when it comes to that. And African Americans are the ones I'm talking about. Black America's not into that. They're not. They come from the Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey. They into people like that. And Huey Newton and you know and people like that. They really into that. They really into that. African Americans into Martin Luther King and Booker T. Washington and stuff like that, and they into people like all the every other black men. Yeah, but the ones that's positive. But they could not stand Malcolm X. They could not stand him. But Malcolm was about not turning the other cheek. He ain't into that. Martin Luther King was about that. And it cost his life because he tried to make peace. But as soon as he about to stop turning the other cheek and turn the other way and start and embrace and get kick somebody's ass like Malcolm X does, then all that stops. Same thing, Malcolm X. Malcolm X was more about self-defense and self-deflection of your offenses. But here's the thing: he's not about turning the other cheek. But as soon as he had to change of heart, he got tired of running and start turning the other cheek like Malcolm did, and and to start turning like change of heart like Martin did. That cost in Malcolm X's life. Both of them falling a victim of falling victim of men and falling victim of idolization of men. Same thing JFK, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is more about freeing people from slavery. People to this day, there are rumors going on that Abraham Lincoln did not free the slaves. I don't know the truth of the fact. Don't even ask me. There are rumors going on. They say he was pro-white and anti-black. You know, but he was a Klan vixen. I mean, he not Klan vixen. He's a Klan membership. He's membership of the Klan. I don't know how true it is about Abraham Lincoln. I don't know how true because he was born in the cabin. We'll never know, and that's probably why he got killed because he freed slavery of blacks. Same thing about JFK. They said JFK said some shit that really ain't down for the black community. He talked about the powers that be, but the powers that spoken wasn't be, and it cost his life, and he's murdered. See, these four men, and I'm talking about the white men and black men and white men are no different. All white men want is respect from the black men, and black men want the same power as from the white men. But they couldn't stand each other. And both of them act like kids, if you ask me. I mean, It's funny. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. From Ku Klux Klan to Black Panthers to pro-black to skinheads, they ain't shit. I'm being honest with this phony statistics. Same thing, women's movement. A lot of people don't know women's movement was started from benefit actions benefit on white women and their perhaps that they want to have equal rights and equal pay and have the same right and votes as much as right for their men. A lot of black women know this. Black women later they want to control the certain household and certain job certain job of position is just as much as their men because they know black men have to face every day just like white women know that their men have to face every day. See, white women went back to their men because they knew they made a mistake. White women black I mean black black white women went back to their men, they made mistakes. That's what I'm trying to say. And black women are the only fools that stay on fairy tales and look at all the stuff that's been caused. Some say black women turn against civil rights movement. I don't know how true that is. I really don't know. Some of them they turn against civil rights. Some black women feel like civil rights turned them. We'll never know. And they say the same thing about Black Panthers. But you never seen Ku Klux Klan females into the Ku Klux Klan rally. They really hate women, especially white guys. They really hate women just as much as black men. They bash women, but they come from the seed from the womb from a woman, right? See, men don't want to talk about that. Just like women don't want to talk about, they wouldn't get all the things if it wasn't for a man. They don't want to talk about that. All it's pushing is lesbianism and gayism. That's all it's promoting. Because they know good. They know two 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 both sexes, especially two men and two women can't produce no kids like a straight man and a straight woman could. I'm sorry to say it. Same thing. They're against interracial dating. Why you think they're against it? I tell you why they're against it. They're against it because they look at this is what blacks and whites and everybody else fear. They fear that their race is going to die out. That's what there ain't gonna be no breed of white, no breed of black, no breed of Latino, no breed of any other color. So they have to figure out a way to stop it. That's why they make a fucking big deal when you date another race. Date the opposite of the other race. How can they be relatable? You hear it all the time. You hear it all the time from whites. When a black person fuck or a black person fuck a white woman, some speculate. They're like, come on, a black man with a white woman? Come on. That's the biggest of myth of fear they thought about. But a white man and a black woman, that's something to talk about. Have you noticed that shit? See, this is what I'm saying, and this is a fact because black women felt like they owned black men for some reason because they felt guilty for all the men they've been shit on for so many years. Same thing from white men, he can fuck any woman, but he can't stand somebody fuck with his woman. And this is a fact. Sometimes it go backwards. You got white women think that they're better to and fit any better portrayed than any other female. They're not better than anyone. You got black men even think they the most dominant of male tendencies like no other male tendency got. But no black men are no better than anyone else. Anybody know better. Black men are no better than white men and black women no better than white women. They both got the same mindset. It's just the problem is they can't stand each other. They don't get along because white people come from the highest bit. It comes from the highest mountains they climb. It goes from the caveman days. It comes from the when the dinosaurs went extinct. That's where it all came from. But they got dark Europeans, got the same dark complexion that my folks got. You got black people even felt like we were brought over here. We didn't ask to be here, but yet we're all the damn slave boats that people say, and we come from Africa knowing damn well all blacks don't look like that, all from Europeans don't look like that with blonde hair and blue eyes. Come on, man. Who's gonna believe this shit? It's stupid. That's the most dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. I laughed. I laugh at whites. They really believe. I feel sorry for them because they really brought up to this belief. I feel sorry for my own buying of this. Fuck racists. Think for yourself, man. Thinking for headed anything for yourself. Be proud of who you are and stuff. And don't believe in this phony ass statistics. Don't believe it. Don't believe from any other race of people. I tell whites don't believe in that shit what they say about y'all. Don't, and I'm saying blacks don't believe everything that you heard about us. Now, some people fall to display with this phony statistics. People need to do their math and study it because it's funny. It's funny when you really think about it. When it all boils down, I know people got calculated and added all the calculation, subtraction, and write these numbers down and what they mean. They always talking about black people are 13% or 14% of the population, but if you add all the traction, we 250% of population. They never say that. They never say that. The first thing they say, we 14, 15. Come on, they've been saying that for years. That means we more population than anyone else. They will never say that. They will never say that. Never. Never said it. This is what I'm talking about. And don't believe this whole dark skin, this light skin, because light skin is close to white and dark skin is close from black. Is African color, and light is Caucasian color. That's all the fuck it is. From same thing from brown to Latinos to to yellow to Asians. It's the same fucking color. We all come from racial blood. For some odd reason, black people are the only ones calling themselves we being colored. What, you mean to tell me Asians ain't colored? You mean to tell me whites ain't colored? Middle East, Middle East, Latinos, every other else ain't colors as well. This is what I've been saying. But they got all these racial different backgrounds, how they speak and how they talk. Some people speak in German, French, Dutch, from Europeans language. Some from Asians speak from Japanese to Chinese, Filipinos. You got some Latinos speak Spanish. You got some Middle East people, they speak Middle East. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of crazy. They speak mix speak Islam, if you ask me. But when it comes to blacks, we the only one don't even know our ancestral language. Come on, our ancestral religion. Come on, man. They speak African, right? But they trying to say African and German the same speak. Come on. From Europeans to Africans, come on, man. In some ways it is, but it speak two different speaking tones. This is why I've been saying in two different tone, two different certain tones of toneristic and alpharistic of certain tone color. People study this shit. Don't fall for the stuff that you hear about statistics. I say sisters don't fall for it. White women damn sure don't fall for it. Black men shouldn't fall for it. White guys definitely don't fall for it. Come on, give me a hell of a break, man. Come on, you mean it? That's what all racism is about. Racism about economic power, economic status, access and wealth, and fucking resource. That's all the fuck it is. And people need to get that shit under their fucking heads and understand they don't give a fuck about anybody but that dollar. The only color that ever matters is that money. That's all it was. And the only thing that we ever blood they're gonna color that ever been blood that matters that's gonna spill is gonna spill some blood. That's all it really was. And people fall for it. And still to this day, I said that's why they look at America like we're idiots. We believe anything somebody tell us something, and we believe it. We just like church boys and women are church girls. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, yes. We just like that Charlie Brown. We'll believe this shit. I said, come on. This is suspect. Just give me your aspiration, give me your comments, then you respond, and tell me what you hear about phony statistics. And another thing that I always say that black men commit the most crimes. Show me the evidence that black men commit more crimes. You mean to tell me there's no white guys out there or serial killers that eating bodies up and shit, cutting them up? How many black men actually doing that? Yeah, you might see them chopping eggs and shit, and Africans eating puristic of heart puristic blood. Yeah, that's white guys into this as well. You got white guys in the bikers, protests, a Nazi gang, and fucking connection, mafia connection. You got white guys in the gangs like that. For biker gangs to Nazi protesting and mafia connection connected to the mafia. You got that's white guys in the shit like that. Or skinhead their asses out. You probably got black men out there or gang bang Crips and Blood, what bang and set they from, and Latino men, every other man, everybody do crime. You hear it all the time. Where all these statistics come from that we blame all this ill shit for the world, but yet we ain't dropping no bombs on people, but yet we're not going out here fucking other people's country like the Europeans have. If it ain't Europeans, it'd be fucking Asians. Come on. Who own this fucking country? Who own it? You know who own it. So the question is, who you think are the people that own it? It's the majority of people or a minority people. For 1% to 99%, you be the judge. You be the answer to that. And that's all I gotta say about that. It's your boy Domination. This is back of the basic jungle. Deuces how we do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace, and I'm out.